Good. You found the perfect spot for... Wait, where are the others? Yes. Sir Lannis and his knights volunteered to come with me. But I only see Dame Alexine. There must have been too many of us for the Binding Stone. This isn't good. The other knights could have been scattered throughout the crypts. Good. But listen, there's only one way to get out of these crypts. You have to kill Angoff. I don't have any other way to deal with his various protections and defenses now that I'm down here. He dies, or we never leave. Those are our choices.
Fancy meeting you here. Tavern, I said. Meet me in a tavern. There's no ale down here. Just zombies and tentacles. And where are the serving wenches? You promised me serving wenches. Oh well, at least your timing is perfect. Dear Gabrielle's spell seems to have misfired. Luckily, a few of us were able to find each other. I also convinced the Bloodthorn cultist to tell me how to reach Angoff. I can be very persuasive when I put my mind to it. 3 locks protect Angoff's inner sanctum. I doubt that even you can get in there by simply knocking. You need 3 shard keys to open the locks. They're well guarded, so you're gonna have to kill a few things to get them. I wish I could aid you, but I'm needed here. Lannis is good with a sword, but I'm better. I'll protect the survivors. Let Lannis know if you run into anyone else. I don't know exactly, but the Bloodthorn cultist told me about the Guardians.
Wizard Benelay said you'd gotten inside and were hunting Angoff. We wanted to help, but I hope we haven't done more harm than good. We met Wizard Benelay outside. She said you'd use a binding stone to call us. Then suddenly we were down here in the dark and surrounded by a horde of undead. The rest of the contingent must be somewhere nearby. My best guess? They're deeper inside this maze of catacombs. If you find the knights, send them this way. I'll hold the passage with this overconfident fool. He can't stop talking, but at least Darian's a decent enough fighter.
Stay back. This area's trapped. Don't get caught like I did. I've been watching to see how it works. The trap has guardians. They're the key to disarming it, I believe. After each trap fires, there's a brief moment when you can disarm it. During this moment, you have to defeat its guardian. It's the only way. So, I'm not the only one left? That's good to hear. I'm pretty exhausted, but I'll see if I can find them after I rest up for a few moments. That spirit, his gaze so hard and cold, he won't stop looking at me. He looks right through me. Why am I so cold? They're here? That's great news. I'll go find them in a moment. But be careful around this spirit. I think he's cursed me already. My mind is blue and cold. You are the one who wishes to destroy my master. I know what you seek. I would tell you if I could, but instead I must thwart you. The shard key is bound to my spirit, as surely as I am bound to guard it. But I wonder, will you listen to a riddle? A useful riddle? What cannot be said directly may be hinted at. Listen then. Rot and death are Angof's guise. Living flesh holds his demise. I must release the shard to the one who brings me what the living flesh beyond this crypt holds. I cannot say directly, only through riddle. Seek what differs in the next room. Take what the living flesh holds, then unbind me with it. What cannot be said directly may be hinted at. Listen then. Rot and...
You can't be too careful when you're picking your enemies.
You come to destroy my master? I know what you seek. I would tell you a simple riddle, yet you already have the answer in your possession. That rune you hold is the key to releasing me. The living flesh holds the riddle answer no longer. Yes, but take care what you say. The words must be repeated exactly as written. Ah, it's done! Thanks, Stendar. Here, take the shard key. I am free to ascend at last. Destroy Engoff. Avenge me and the others that have fallen victim to his crimes.
By the eight, never creep up on a person, you're likely to get beheaded. You must be Wizard Venele's friend. You're the mad fool who went into the catacombs ahead of us, aren't you? By the way, did the other knights make it? That binding spell seemed to throw me a bit short of the mark. I'll head out as soon as I see a clear path. A word of warning, though. The lurcher in the chamber ahead is extremely tough. I'd keep it away from the totems surrounding it if you plan to challenge it. I'll do that. With luck, we'll regroup and follow right behind you.
train.
We'll do what we can to help. Just stay away from his vines.
So you are the vain fool who seeks to plague Lenumbra from my grasp. After I kill you, I shall raise you up and make you my slave. You and your friends will all die.
Get to the light, before his magic destroys you. Get to the light, before his magic destroys you. You did it! Now hurry! Through the portal you go!
Please, please.
Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Alright, maybe fun isn't the right word, but you were glorious. Angoff is finally dead. We can't thank you enough for what you've done. The others have all collapsed in their tents. They're exhausted, but I wanted to welcome you back. And Sir Lannis wants to talk to you. He's telling the Lion Guard commander what happened. Who knows? Maybe he wants to give you a medal or something. Well, go on. We'll be fine. I promise.
The king will be grateful for what we've done here. Some of Angoff's minions are still running loose, but it's nothing we can't handle. Maybe things will finally return to normal now. Without Angoff's magic, hopefully the vines will wither and die. If not, I'm sure the Mages Guild can conjure up a spell to clear them away. I'm not too concerned about them. Yes, but I can't put my finger on it. We've heard rumblings that things up north aren't looking any better. Not necessarily vines and such, but there are whispers of other things out there that we need to be concerned about. I hear there's trouble in Koglan Village. Something bad is happening up there. But don't worry about that right now. We just saved the people of Glenumbra. We should be celebrating. Now, where did I put it? The king set aside this armor for the champion who defeated Angoff. It was a treasure of Daggerfall, and now it belongs to you. It's your reward for all you've done for this land and its people. May luck follow you wherever you go.
Sir! Sir, They took him, sir. The captain... They came at night. We couldn't. We were returning from Daggerfall when our caravan was attacked. Bretons fighting with Daedra at their side. Killed most of us, but the captain, They took the captain. Stormhaven. Ruins. Near the border. They took him there.
Please, the people of Crosswich need help.
What a relief. I heard that the Lion Guard has taken back Hamlet.
My regret binds me to this place.
Light it up!
You there, want to make a bit of gold? Ah, someone has finally arrived. My father sent me to this god's-forsaken beach to round up some layabouts. I think he hates me. Interested in taking on a contract? My father, Lord Deal, hired a group of vagrants. Called themselves the Daggers. They were supposed to collect some samples from the Harpies to help our research into why they become so hostile. They are failing, of course, miserably. You helped them finish the job. Really? Are we speaking the same language? I'll even give you an assistant. One of the Daggers who actually managed to find his way back to camp. He can fill you in on all the details. Why are you still standing here?
you're going to help me find the rest of the daggers? I'm not sure you're dagger material. Your hands look kind of soft and delicate. Like you've never beaten anything into submission with your own 2 fists before. The daggers were hired to help Lord Deal gather research about the Harpies. We get him what he needs and we get paid. Simple as pie. But now the rest of the daggers are missing. We need to find them and make sure our first mission is a success. Everyone has to start someplace. Even the Fighters Guild had a first mission, didn't they? Who are you to judge? Now let's get out there and do what we're getting paid for. Let's find the daggers and bring back their research. Harpies, eggs, whatever we can bring back so Lord Deal can figure out why these birds have become so violent lately. We have to find the missing daggers, Gelvin, our leader, and the Remley brothers. We find them and help them finish their jobs. And while we're at it, we look for the Queen Birdie, Fowling. She's a vicious killer, and she needs to be dealt with. This is a fresh kill. Be alert. Whatever did this could be watching us.
How in the 8 do you expect to trap a flying harpy with a trap set on the ground? You're an idiot. You know that, right?
You know I hate it when you yell at me, brother. Now calm down and help me figure out how to get a harpy to trip a wire on the ground. Oh. I see the problem now.
Looks like we found the Remley brothers.
Did Lord Deal send you? Well, there's nothing new to report except that my brother is an idiot. Armo placed dozens of traps and he just realized something. Harpies don't walk. Now we're trying to figure out how to salvage the situation. We're trying to capture a few of these creatures. Lord Deal wants to observe the harpies and see if they demonstrate any odd behavior that might explain the recent acts of aggression. But we're still working on our traps, as you can see. We've got some throwing snares. The only problem is the damn harpies are too strong. They need to be weakened before you hit them with the throwing snares. I may have a sword, but I'm not a fighter. That's too dangerous an approach for me. Lord Deal said a few. So 4, I'd say. Yes, 4 harpies should do. If this works, please tell his lordship that we gave you the traps, all right?
Wonder why Lord Deal... Wait, is that Gelvin up there? What in Malakath's name is he tangled up in?
Thank you, old friend. Thought I was going to become bird food before you got here. Hello. That was a bit of a predicament. The Remley brothers do set a good trap, I must say. That one trussed me up tight. But now that you're here... Wait a moment. Who are you? Help. The Daggers don't need any... Oh, who am I kidding? I'm the leader of the Daggers, and we don't have a clue as to what we're doing out here. If you're willing, we'd appreciate any help you care to provide. I was collecting unhatched harpy eggs to bring back to camp. One of the things Lord Deal needs to complete his research. I got 1 egg, but we need to collect a few more. In the nests above, be gentle with them. I don't want the hatchlings to come to any harm. I'm going to rest a moment and then head back to camp. With the gold his lordship pays us, the Daggers can really make a go of this mercenary thing.
That's all that Lord Deal asked us to do. Let's head back. But I want to have a chat before we enter the camp. This is a good spot. Let's talk here before we return to the camp. Listen, you've helped the Daggers, a lot, and we appreciate it. But before we go back to camp, I need to make sure you understand something. Gelvin has a good head and a good heart. Always puts the Daggers first and keeps us on the right side of the law. Of course, that's part of the reason we're still struggling. Sometimes mercenaries can't be too choosy about the jobs they take. This Lord Deal, something's not right with him. Why does a noble care about harpies? But whatever, it doesn't matter. The Daggers need to get paid. If not, our mercenary group collapses, and we're all back to the streets, again. You're not listening. I'm saying that it doesn't matter. He could be a saint or Molag Bal himself. What matters is that we get paid so the Daggers can stay together. Got that? Now let's get back to camp.
You can't keep them like this, Lord Deal. They're in pain.
I can do what I like with them. After all, I'm the one investigating why these birdies have become so very, very angry.
Ugh! When Gelvin gets back, he won't stand for this.
Oh, you're back. Much more reliable than those damn Daggers. I don't see their leader, Gelvin. He didn't come back with you? More gold for the rest of you, I suppose. Now hand over the eggs, please. I believe we already covered that. Now let me have a look at these beauties. Oh, so round and smooth. Well, oval, really. I'll begin studying these eggs right away. Wait a moment. Where's the other egg? I was promised 5 harpy eggs, not 4. Didn't they teach you to count? There will be no deal without 5 eggs. 5. No more, no less. Imbeciles! Then I suggest you find that bootless lout and get it back. There will be consequences. These are my eggs. Let his sister know that if Gelvin doesn't return, I will have his right hand cut off for stealing from a noble. Dealing with fools and idealists makes me thirsty.
Greedy, ignorant, ugly son of a mammoth's ass. That Deal can go leap in the river. I wish I knew. The rest of the Daggers made it back, but there's been no sign of my brother. I had my doubts about getting involved with Lord Deal. I just wish I'd told Gelvin about them. But who are you anyway? Why do you care about any of this? Well, you helped my brother and his Daggers so far. I only hope we can continue to count on your support. So, listen. I heard Deal's threats. His claim is ridiculous, but he has gold. Paying guards to support a false accusation is easy enough. I think I know where you can find my brother. Whether you agree with Gelvin, me, or the bastard Deal over there, we need to find Gelvin and that egg. I don't want to see my brother get hurt. There's a house on an island directly west of this camp. That's where we first met with Lord Deal. I could see that Gelvin was very interested in the place. I'll give you a head start before I tell Deal about it. Now go. Find my brother.
You go and talk to him. I'll wait out here. Remember what I said. Daggers first, ideals second.
Something fishy's going on here. I think Lord Deal hasn't been entirely truthful with us. But how did you find me? Granette sent you, didn't she? I know. I was on my way back when I decided to investigate this place. When we first arrived, Deal and his sons came out of this building to greet us. I figured if there was any place to get any answers, it was right here. Nothing yet, but this whole situation feels off. I'm sure that his lordship hasn't told us the whole truth about the Harpy frenzy. Anyway, I'm not leaving this house until I find something that sheds light on what Deal is up to. You found something, didn't you? What is it? Tell me what you found. Let me see that. What in the name of... Lord Deal's been poisoning the Harpies the entire time. He orchestrated their frenzy, and he claimed he's been trying to help. He's been using us. It's tainted gold. The daggers don't operate that way. We're not common thieves that break the law just to fill our own pockets. This is a dangerous edge to walk, and it cuts both ways. I didn't want the daggers to start out like this. Well, we'd have to disband. We'd go our separate ways and hope we can find a way to feed our families. Damn it. This isn't an easy choice. I just can't accept that we'd get our start helping a noble do the wrong thing. But you don't understand. This is wrong. I pride myself on doing the right thing. I've never broken the law or asked the daggers to do anything illegal. Now everyone's depending on me. I don't know what to do. This dagger you've handed me has a very sharp edge. No, not you. The daggers are of my own making. Let's find Lord Deal, give him his egg, and get our gold. Our families won't go hungry. But I may never sleep well again after this.
I do hope you have both the thief and the egg with you, for everyone's sake. Oh, yes, this one's shell shines even brighter than the others. My, study of this specimen will surely guarantee our success in stopping the Harpy frenzy. If you think to try to slander me, Worm, good luck with that. I put gold in the pockets of the highest-ranking guards in the city. No one will believe you. What are you... No, bother. Very well. Tell me what you want. Fine, you have a deal. Hope you choke on it. Now tell that damn Gelvin to come out so we can finish our preparations. Your daggers have done a good job, Gelvin. Even if you did lose your way for a bit. Still, you've earned your pay.
I'm happy that we were able to help, my lord. This gold will be a big help to the daggers.
Next time I need assistance, I shall call upon the daggers again. Now you, on the boat, be careful with that!
You did the right thing, old friend. Don't beat yourself up over it.
I hope you're right, Bumnog. I hope you're right.
This isn't what I had hoped for. Nothing like finding out that the family estate you inherited is nothing but a pile of ruins. And here I thought my life was finally taking a turn for the better. I just found out that this land belongs to me. You see, my father recently passed away. I was reading his journals and learned of this place. I wasn't sure why he kept it a secret until I got here. This place is haunted. Makes my skin crawl just getting near the damn place. There are imps everywhere, and the whispers, they threaten me, warn me to stay away. But this is my land now. No bodiless voice is going to make me leave. A Baleborn always pays for services rendered. This place might look like a ruin to you, but it's a part of my family. It's all I have left. Search the ruins. See if you can find a ghost wandering around, or wailing, or rattling chains, or doing whatever ghosts do. Do you think I should hire a priest to perform some kind of ritual? Owning a haunted estate is all rather new to me. Damn ghost won't let them in. Why else would I be standing out here? That's like asking me why my father Maurice was such a bastard. There are things we aren't meant to know. When the voice whispered to me, it said that the land was no longer mine. According to my father's journal, this property has belonged to my family for centuries. But Maurice was also a lying bastard whose death was long overdue. He was known for only telling half the story. Search the ruins. See if you can find a ghost wandering around, or wailing, or rattling chains, or doing whatever ghosts do. Do you think I should hire a priest to perform some kind of ritual? Owning a haunted estate is all rather new to me. Damn ghost won't let them in. Why else would I be standing out here?
Hand in hand, we snuck through the gardens and sat on a bench beneath the moon. The way he looked at me sent shivers down my spine. Our love is forbidden. Still, we care for each other deeply. He plans to tell his parents of our love soon.
I've returned, my love. I missed you so much.
Maurice, what is this? It's beautiful.
My mother's necklace. She gave it to me. Told me to give it to the woman who would become my wife.
Is this what I think it means? Oh, Maurice, this is the happiest day of my life. I didn't steal your necklace, my lady. I swear to you. Your son gave it to me. Maurice, please tell her.
Silence! My son would never give my necklace to a lowly serving girl. I don't know which is worse, your lies or your thieving fingers.
Maurice, please. Tell her of our love. The time we've spent together. Why won't you say anything?
I'm sure she didn't mean to steal it. She's been working awfully hard. Perhaps exhaustion.
Enough! I'll hear no more excuses. Punish her with the whip, and then lock her in the tower.
That wasn't such a good idea. It wasn't necessarily a bad idea, but it was most definitely not a good idea. After you entered the ruins without any trouble, and I'm not counting the imps, mind you, I assumed that the spirit had fallen asleep or something. Anyway, as we stepped inside, we were hit with a wave of incredible force. It hurt. A lot. Great. Just great. If you shake my family tree, my father wouldn't be the only bastard to fall out of it. But he might be the worst. We have to reason with this spirit. Show her that I'm not the one who wronged her, and I don't deserve her wrath. What? Why would I do that? That's a foolish idea. A Baleborn never abandons his property. We need to get rid of her, explain our side, but I'm not really sure how to communicate with a spirit. Maybe you could summon her or something. You just... well, you... damn, I don't know. Head back to Daggerfall. The Mages Guild there has a library. They must have a book or a scroll or something that has the information we need.
If you want a horse, then we have something to talk.
We have much to discuss, you and I.
Best price is here.
Honestly, why fight a foe up close when you can roast them from afar? Some people call it cowardice. Me? I call it good sense. I do hope you're not dabbling in necromancy. That magic always causes more harm than good. But yes, we probably have what you seek. Check upstairs. That's where we keep books on the arcane arts.
Only the finest wares here.
Collection of foolish thoughts, that. All to sell more books. Don't expect to find much truth in a tome such as that. Summoning spirits can be dangerous work. I heard about you. About how you entered the ruins of Baleborn Tower. You must not undo the sacrifices that have already been made. My master sent me to give you advice and guide you to the right decision. By helping you accomplish what the Baleborn has requested. My master sent me to help you summon the spirit. You need to see why the Baleborn curse must not be broken. Words are so much less effective than seeing the reality of a thing. Now think carefully before you answer my next question. I need to determine if you can truly summon the spirit of the dead. What is the spirit's name? You can't remember one simple thing, but you seek to end a spell you don't understand. My master retracts his offer. You must find a way to summon the spirit on your own. I suggest starting with the mine behind the Daggerfall Cathedral. The mine once belonged to the Thiemann family, before it was shut down. They still own the land, and much of the family is buried just outside the mine. Planting the spirit's belongings in her family's soil may awaken her. I have a certain connection to this situation. Neither your bad memory nor my master can change that. You need to see why this curse was placed on the Baleborn family. I may not be allowed to help you directly, but I can guide you.
What do you want?
The hero of Daggerfall. I'm honored.
What is this place? What happened to the tower? What have you done? The Baleborns hired you, didn't they? But you don't understand. You don't know what I gave up to stop them. I lost everything. I lost my baby. I fell in love with a coward. A Baleborn who couldn't disappoint his mother, even if it meant his beloved had to die. My love turned to hatred in that tower. Before the end, I begged and prayed for someone to help my unborn child. You have to understand, Akatosh, Daedra, it didn't matter who heard me. I just wanted my baby to live. I made a bargain, got my revenge, saved my baby. The Baleborns deserved to lose what they loved the most, their wealth, their lands. I felt my child leave me. I could smell the smoke from the tower. I heard the screams. The deal had been struck. The Baleborns don't change. That family carries evil in its heart. Let them all rot. The ward and the waterfall will always keep the Baleborns away. The Master made it with his own blood. No! You can't! The Master won't let you. My baby! What would become of him? The Master would kill him. I don't believe you would do such a thing. You know the Baleborns are evil. You know that my curse must stand.
For the Knights of the King.
It's you! Huzzah!
What's going on? I was able to get this far, but I still feel the approaching dread and building terror. Did you talk with the spirit? I told you my father was a bastard, but what he did happened many years ago. I had no part in that. Why should I have to suffer for what he did? It doesn't matter. Listen, you need to convince the ghost to move on. Please, convince the spirit that we suffered enough. My mother ordered the hired guards to reclaim this place no matter the cost. It's out of my hands. These men will kill anyone who gets in their way. Damn it, I tried to warn you. Remember that. I tried. I'm leaving before the ghost makes my head explode or something. I'd run if I were you.
Useless, the both of you. We'll handle this ourselves.
To the side!
Every Baleborn who dares to return to this land shall fall. The Baleborn heir. He could have been my son, if Maurice had only stood up to his evil mother. Instead, he let her lock me in that tower. What happened? Only what was meant to be.
He ran headfirst off this cliff. The curse remains in place, just as Taknim promised when he first appeared to me in the tower. You know, I never asked what happened to my child. It's comfort enough that Taknim continues to honor our bargain. You aren't a Baleborn. Besides, we believed that you would do the right thing. I hope my child grew up with the same virtues that you demonstrated here. Thank you.
Dead, and without a scrap of treasure to my name. You there! You can see me? Who am I? Why, I am Richard Dusant, famous adventurer and treasure hunter. At least, that's who I was, before the cultists in Dresden Keep killed me. I was in the ruins, searching for the treasure, you see. The renowned treasure of Dresden Keep, of course! You could finish my quest for me. There are 3 statues, the heralds. Take the offerings I brought in my backpack and present them to the proper heralds. That should open a passage under the well. Now listen carefully. There will be a lot to remember.
Worthy of the treasure of Dresden Keep.
seate, auta, auta. Tarselinen. Je epeia ven, eve esgravia lambe ye lael. Ne goria, heka, dilia ye metana, gandra lambe sino.
Who is it? Who comes to these ancient corridors after all these years?
It returns. I told you to go. How fortunate for you. But no one ever considers the wants and desires of a ghost. Oh, very well. Let's get this over with. What a presumptuous question. Such temerity. You are very rude, just like my brothers. They bound me here. They were jealous of my powers, my stature. Yes, I intended to aid the Direni against the Alessians. I hoped to get land from King Relethiel as a reward. My brothers bound me here, so I could not participate. They never returned for me. I'm glad to hear that, at least. Forgive me. I have been languishing alone for a long time. Can you release me? You would need to destroy the relics that bind me, the seal of anchoring, the animus needle, and the soul prison. I can feel the grip of those accursed anchors releasing. After all this time, I am free. In truth, I do not know. My people are long gone. I could move on to Aetherius, or I could remain in Tamriel. See what became of the land after the Elysians were defeated. You have shown me that I am as much a relic as the objects in this vault. A thing of the past, adrift. It is time to go. I shall find Aetherius, and at long last, peace.
Who's there? You're not part of... goblins?
By the ebony blade, this is it. We found the shrine. Unbelievable. Yes, you've done... You were ordered to...
He hears voices in his head. Don't worry.
You are the first to come here in many long centuries, since this place was sealed. I despaired of anyone ever finding their way here. I am the High Librarian of Dressen Keep. I was charged with protecting our greatest treasure, the combined histories of the earliest days of High Rock. Do be careful with these books, they are in pristine condition. Indeed, our patron is Hermaeus Mora, the scryer of the heavens and he who determines the tides of fate. These treasures have been sealed away for too long. Hoarding knowledge is worse than hoarding gold, or so our patron has decreed. Take this index. It contains the names of all the volumes and scrolls the keep contains. You must give the Dressen Index to someone who can make use of it, such as a scholar of magic. Like a civilized person, you may leave through the door on the far side of the vault. No need to use the well again. The ward on the gate has been broken, and the door will open now.
From the sides! Move to flank! You've returned. What did you find? Was it jewels? Ivory? Gold? What? There's no fabulous treasure? There's no gold? I died for a bunch of moldy old books? Ah, cruel fate. I wish I had a book before all this that would have told me what was in this stupid old keep. I plan to meet my friend Belinway in Aldcroft after I recovered the keep's treasures. She's in the Mages Guild. I suppose you could tell her what you found. And tell her what happened to me, I guess. Indeed. I know she'll be interested in what you discovered. Like all members of the Mages Guild, she's always been more attracted to stuffy old books than to gold or jewels. Ah well, I suppose it's time for me to move on. Farewell.
Need to do something. Who goes there? Identify yourself. Bandits attacked a caravan up the road. We've got them pinned in a noble's house, but they're holding the family hostage. If we attack, they'll kill everyone. Not my call. You should talk to Captain Farlever. She's on the road west of the camp.
I'm a little busy. The Red Rook's bandits are holding hostages. They're in a house down the lane. A patroller sent you? Then listen carefully, because I always have a plan. The Red Rooks use trained wolves to guard their camp. Increases their confidence, but also makes them careless. We can exploit that to save the hostages. I need someone who can get in quietly, grab some wolf's woe, and take it to the hostages. With that plant, the hostages can walk out without attracting the attention of the wolves. The hostages are locked in a house, so you also need to find a key. We can help once you get those nobles out. My guards are itching to hunt down those brigands. Just be careful, and good luck. The wolf's woe grows all around here, so it should be easy to acquire. As for the key, grab a Red Rook uniform and look around. The disguise should fool the bandits, but watch out for the wolves. Otherwise, shake a few bandits until a key falls out.
Worry not, my dove.
Please don't get bruised
Another
again.
bandit in my house? Have at thee, I say! How was that, my dear? Did I sound fearsome? What a daring rescue! This is quite exciting. Look, everyone, we have Wolf's Woe. This will be an adventure. Those ruffians came by boat. Ingenious, really. Slip in from the water, strike caravans on the road, then sail away. But the guards showed up and the bandits set traps on my estate. Clear those traps, or it'll be too dangerous for us to leave. I know. Take my hunting horn. It's upstairs. Then clear the traps and create a diversion. Set something on fire. That should keep the Red Rooks too busy to notice us. Sound the horn to signal us that it's safe. Meanwhile, I'll untie the others.
A moment, friend.
I'll have you free in no time, my love.
Please excuse my husband. He gets so enthusiastic. No, thank Mara. The only thing I regret losing is my jewelry box. It's a family heirloom. The rest we can replace. I'm just thankful we're alive. The bandit leader, an orc named Tharkul, he took it. The box only opens if you're a member of the family. I told him, but he didn't care. If you retrieve it, I can arrange a reward. Once you acquire my lockbox, please hold on to it until we're safely away from those dastardly bandits. And do be careful. I'd hate to think that someone got hurt trying to help me. Yes, my ancestor had the box made to protect her valuables while she was at sea. The box was tied to her blood, so that only her or her descendants could open it. It's been passed down from mother to daughter ever since. Why, jewelry, of course. Specifically, it contains the Noellame signet rings and the rings of the families that have joined with us through marriage. We carefully organize and store the rings in the box. Many of these rings go back generations.
Burn it!
Oh dear, you shouldn't have risked your life on my behalf. Oh my, I didn't think I'd see this again, and it's still sealed. This means the world to me. There are so many good memories in this box. Your kindness is appreciated, and here's the reward I promised you. That was terrifying. A tad thrilling too, but terrifying.
I assumed that horn was a signal when I saw the nobles run out. Good thinking. Well done. With the nobles safe, my guards can storm the camp without worry. We won't have any trouble rounding up the rest of these Red Rook thieves. Here, compliments of the Daggerfall Watch.
Their cries for mercy shall go unanswered. The relic! They picked it up! The relic belongs to us now! Relic! The relic! We need to get that relic back! Walker laughs at us! The relic is lost! Hold on to the relic! Receive the relic! We got the relic! Grab that relic back, fast! We need to get that relic!